wabarakatuh. My name is Alif Satya Mardika. My student number is 18220098. Today I will answer the middle test of corporate law. I will answer the question number 3. The law give the independence to the business owner to choose they want to have a business in not legal entity or legal entity. The categorization is valued by the form of the business. So when the business form is a partnership, limited partnership firm or JV or limited partnership, so it's categorized by not legal entity. When they choose a business from like PT or corporation or yayasan, so they will categorize it in legal entity. And the next is kedudukan usaha. When they make the agreement is same between the not legal entity or legal entity have a same position. The difference is about the consequence when they some party of this agreement is not do the obligation. And the next question is, siapa yang harus menanggung kewajiban bila terjadi wan prestasi? So this is we back to the business form. When the business form is not legal entity, like from the obligate is in the firm is all of the member. When which is the JV, the obligate is just to their active member. When the legal entity is the obligate is by their company. The next question is, sampai sejauh mana ganti rugi? So this is we must see the business form. The business form is a not legal entity or legal entity. Which is the not legal entity, the ganti rugi obligate is until the individual wealth or kekayaan individunya. When the legal entity just the capital or cash of the company. And the next I will answer the question number 4. In this number I will suggest the doctor to make a business form in firm business form. Why I suggest it? Because in this business model the advantage is all of the member is an active member, and the obligate is according to Renteng responsible principle. The all of the member can make an agreement, which is the agreement can bind the firm. And the next question is, when some member want to invest a capital in the form of car, it's okay, but this car must be recorded in notary deed or forming act atau akta pendirian. And the obligate, like I say, the member have all member is a active member, and about the obligate with the third party is according to Renteng responsible principle, which is the individual can make an agreement which is bind the firm, And the last question is, when this firm is declared, can the car take back? So it's can, because the car is have recorded as a firm capital in the notary deed or forming act. Okay, and next I will answer the question number 5. What is the firm? The firm is a civil partnership who running a business in the shared name. The point of the firm is in the shared name or together name. The obligation of member in the firm, all of member of the firm is a active member, and in the firm have a principle, renteng responsible principle, which is the individual of member can make an agreement with the third party or another person, which is this agreement can bind the name of the firm. And the next is about forming. The forming of firm is, the first is must have a name, the member, the capital, which capital, what form of capital, and after all, this act must be bring to notary and make a notary deed, and after that this notary deed must bring to district court, and then register to district court the firm domiciled. And the last, when the application has agreed by the district court, the last is announcement of established date in the national newspaper, or when no, can be an online social media. And the law status of firm is according to commercial code number 15 until 35, and the end date of the firm is caused by 4 points. The first is expired of the forming date, and the next is the purpose of the firm has been complete. The third is when one or more member of the firm is resigned, and the last is when the one or more member is dead, or the firm is pilot, or one of the member is under pengampuan. And the next I will answer question number 5. In this question is about JV or limited partnership. Limited partnership is a partnership which is the former is by two sides. The first side is a active member or active partnership, and then second is passive partnership, which is this active partnership have an obligate or arrangement to run the business, and the passive member have obligate to lend their capital or money. And the next question is about obligate. So like I said before, in this limited partnership is we have two, active partnership and passive partnership. The active partnership have an obligate to running or arrangement the business when the passive partnership just to submit their capital or money. And the next question is about forming of limited partnership have a same direction with the established of firm. The first is make an organ on all about limited partnership like the capital, the name, and the partnership, but different with the firm. In this actor must be record who is active partnership, who is passive partnership, and then the next after make an forming act must be bring to register in district court the limited partnership party domiciled. And after that, after the application accepted by district court of limited partnership domiciled, and the last is announcement of established date in the national newspaper, or in like this time can be an online announcement. And the last and the next is status of law. The status of law is according to the commercial code number 19 until 35. The next is the end of the limited partnership have a same practice with the firm. The end of the firm, the end of the limited partnership is one because the expired of deed, forming deed or established deed, and the second is the purpose of this firm. The purpose of this limited partnership has been complete, and the next is the one or more partner have resigned. And the fourth point is when the one or more member dead or under pengampuan, and the limited partnership has been pilot. And the last question is about private company. What is the private company? Private company is a legal entity, business entity, legal entity, which is running their business in the form of their capital, its stocks or shares. And the next is obligate. The obligate of this private company is between the one is with stockholder or shareholder is by annual greeting meetings. And the next is the director have obligate to run and arrangement the business. And the last is commissioner. The commissioner is to keep the director in the right way or right path. And the next is about establishment of private company. In this private company, because it's a legal entity, have a different way to establish it, different by firm or limited partnership. This private company first is same like the name, the partner, the shareholder or stockholder, and the capital. And after that, this acte must bring to notary, and make a notary deed. After that, different with CVN from the private company, the after the make of notary deed must be submit an application to Law and Human Right Minister to applicate their deed or pengesahan. And the next is they manage the in the domicile. The next is they make an NPWP in the tax office. And the last is about business permission. After that, the status of law of this private company is according to regulation number 40 2007. And the end of the PT, when the PT is pilot, and this pilot must be discussed in the annual greeting meetings. And the last is different about private company and open company. The difference is when the private company is closed, the people can to buy their stock in the stock market. When the private company is open, the kinfolk or folk can buy their stock in the stock market. Okay. And that's all for me. Thanks for the attention. Sorry if I have a mistake.